let's load up the game again and carry on from where we left off. Can't remember if I needed to move my camera or not. We'll soon find out. Unreal. Load. I presume it's this one. There was only 3 save games anyway. Yep. I think we'd solved one island. And we just had a look around the rest of the main island. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've done the ship. So I'm thinking I might do, which one will I do? We use this to raise the ship. I wonder if we can try working on this cogwheel one. We have flipped on all the levers, yeah. Somehow need to get this to change. I always have to get something to change, like we've got the boat to rise up. So if we look at the map. We need it to be there. If we go and have a look. Been quite a lot of patches released since it was launched. They've given you the option to use the original videos on the books. Which classic video mode. What's this? Oh wait, okay, no, I don't want that. So we could put them on. We'll play with the new ones. Oh, do we need to close the door? I forgot about that. Right, we need to look up and out here. Yes, we're looking at the cogwheels. I'm not getting any more clues from that. Okay. Key. What's that? 950121. Did we take a photo of that before? Oh, that's different. So this is a clue to that one. So I was going to write stuff down rather than using the... I like to write things down. So the key is 9:50. Looks like a time. 1, 2, 1. I can't even remember how you take a photo anyway. What space? Right. But I'd rather have it on my notepad. So that is a clue to get into that world. But where would we do that? There's the big clock at the bottom. Change that back so we can get out. Still got some books to read. We did... Pretty sure we read the one on the stage, don't we? Charnelwood, the stone ship. What's this one? I was just going to flick through the pictures and see if it... it's a rocket. We didn't look at that. Right. So we've only done the top shelf, I think. This is the 5 Ages of Myst. Oh, that's for that thing over there. Put that in a minute. Yeah, we did that too. Let's have a look through these. Prized inventions. Could never have imagined it to have come together quite. I doubt could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. 14. Oh, did it remember which page we were at? Ah, let's get back to the start. It has been a while since I've heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived, but how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is of course only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I've linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet, that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence, more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me. I have a feeling I've read this bit. It rings a bell. Can I look at the... Right, let me come out and go and look at the photos. No. Maybe I didn't. I've returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert, and with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind I remember has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake, due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the centre of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breeze has returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. So he's got this little diagram. Collect heat. I wonder what the 43 is. We'll take a photo. We'll draw. We've got 43 high. That's probably important. And that looks like 201 or something. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Sirius and Akhenar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within a year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. Okay, so it's got something turning here. 3 meters is not enough. Support for the beams. Hatch. Viewing dome. So that's the rocket. I doubt something could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. I am leaving today in order to bring back Sirius and Arcanar. I have left them alone in Charnwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteor set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I've copied many of my instructions. I took a photo of that. Didn't I? I'll take a photo again. I'm pretty sure I've got that. I've got this map. That's it. Yeah. Let me just go back into my photo album. Oh. 17 of 50. Yeah, look, I've got that photo. Can I take that one away? So that's the rocket one. I wonder if we work on the rocket one first. When was the gears? That's the boat. That's Charnwood. This is the gear world, look. Wait, let's have a look at this one. Before arriving on the stage, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and grey and increasingly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I've learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of the world's history. Years ago, he told me there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of travelling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for a friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumours of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post's attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. Ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumoured that 10 years from the attack the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. I have decided since hearing the man's story it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of the destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defences for these people. I met the remaining survivors today and have begun work on a plan for protection. What's this then? After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have as of yet travelled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since ever June's, and it is already obvious to me that they will be of great help this time. Instead of the nuisance they have been in the past, all 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence, and their creativity is refreshing to see as they work on some small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its grey sky. They detest the grey sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were more like the blue sky in Myst. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It's been 6 months of work, and we finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rise in water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I've designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experiment with on my visits to Aspermere. We'll be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable survivors to learn to use the fortress. It's got north, east, south and west on it. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. Track. I'm just taking photos of all these pictures. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that the blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure, and have begun work on a new book. Once again I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first, I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the tide. I believe in my travels, and I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their home ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Right, there's enough reading there. Let's click on there. Right. So we've got a clue to the key for the cogwheels. But we need a clock thing. And this is the only clock. So it must be something to do with this. So do these turn? Yeah. We set that to 9. Well, is that the little hand or the big hand? Can we put it to there? 950? There we go. Okay, so that's what the time was that we found. So we should be able to now flick that on. Anything hidden round the back? Ah, right, now we had 1, 2, 1. We've got 3 levers. That one's not moving. So what's that doing? Maybe we need to go back to the tower. What is that doing? Let's go back to the tower and turn. Oh. Maybe something to do with that. Let's go back to the tower and change it so it looks down at the clock tower. See if oh, I need to change the map first before I go up there. That's not doing anything. I thought it would have. It was red for there, look. There. And there. But not there. Let's leave it on there anyway and have a look. No, I can't see anything there. Does the key set? The key doesn't show anything, look. Oh, hold on. There's something very close to it though. So if we turn it slightly... this down, we might be able to see that. I'm pretty sure the lever had to be up. now? Missing completely now. It was there. Let's put it one click away. There. Two more clicks, something like that. There's definitely something there. Bit fiddly. Don't know if actually for anything. Ah, too much. Can't believe that. Right. Call my 8. Faction back then. If that doesn't work, we'll just leave that bit. No, right, so you're not meant to see that, but it's comma 8. Okay. Never mind then. And we definitely flicked the lever. Yeah, see, they're all up the way. And I flicked that one up the way. One, two, one. I can't spin these. They're meant to do it with the door closed. I don't know. Not opening anything behind. And it hasn't opened anything up here, has it? The cogwheels. No, nothing's changed over here. What do we think then? Maybe try one of the other clues that we can do. Do the tree. Just do that. Let's try this one. Get a clue for there. Because we've read the book on that one. Keep forgetting to close the door. So it's 25 volts. The clue. Don't really need to take a photo of that. Let's have a look up the ladder. There's the rocket. Right, we'll try and do the rocket. So we've got that generator room, which we'll have to head to, I reckon. That's the rocket. I need to get power to it. So that'll be down in here. Power and power to ship. So that's 10. That's 1. So we've got 10 and 1. 7. We also have to make this up to 25, so that's 2. That's 8. That's 22. We need a 25. That's 25. So much detail now. I can hear the electric buzzing. Oops, wrong way. So can we get in here now? We can. What's this? No. A musical puzzle. I remember this now. Right, here's this keyboard. We have to get the notes the same. We had a picture. I am not musical. Right. So we've got, it's the second group of black. So it's number 3. The 2 whites. And the next block along there is number 2. 4. 5, and then the white number 1. Okay. It's not going to help any. I'm going to save this. Okay, so that's 3. So this is number 1. I wonder if it's a number up from the bottom. Do you go that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 up. Would that be 9? 10, 11. No, that's 11. Number 3. That's 11. 12, 13, 14th. 16, 17, 18. And the 19th notch. I don't know if that's going to work. How many notches is there on this thing? Quite a lot. So if we put number 1, it has to be 19 up. 1, 2, 3, oh, there's lots. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, do the marks mean anything on there, do you think? Would that be number 1 there? 2 is at the first of the 3 black ones there. No, that's wrong. Let's move that out of the way. I reckon that one's there. It's lit up, look at the little white marker. Maybe. Oh, but hold on, I need that over at the group of 3. That would be there. And then this one is back at the 2 sum. 4 is the next. 3, 2. Yeah. There. 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 Is that it? I don't like musical things. Two is the block on this. Was it? Can I come out of there? Got 3, 2. I mean, these look like the block notes, don't they? We've got 3 black, 2 black, 3 black. So to me, that's the white one there. That's second note is on the first of the. It's there. No. I would have said it was there. And that should be there. It's that. Then that. And that one. Hi, Baron. Yeah. Unless it's the other way round on the colours. I think it's the other way round. The one be there. 2 is on the 2 is on that one. 3 is on that one. This is the black notes on this side. Then 4 is there. 5, that's not quite on it there. Yeah. Okay, we can travel to a new age. We've got the receiver dishes there. Right, before we go to that age, I'm going to get some more coffee. So we can start there. So I shall be right back. Okay, back again. Right, let's go through. So I don't know how to get to that cogwheel mechanical age. to work on that one. I can still hear the sea. Oh, a new world. Oh, what was that? Well, that's the fire things that he was on about in the book. Okay, so we've got some sort of receiving area in the middle there. Got a dish over there. What's this? Looks like something goes there. Okay, we've got different noises. We've got a green cable. We've got a blue. Oh, we've got a red. Then blue. Then black. This looks like dark red. Got green. What's another green? So that's dark green. Red, blue, dark red. And green. And we've got a blue cable going up there. Okay, so I have to play them in sequence. Right, so on this, the water sound. Clock chime in. Wind. Chimes or something. Okay, so we've got different noises.